Thank you for tuning into the Papi J and Wize Jefe on the BS3 network. Before we dive into the show, we would like to remind our viewers that the opinions expressed on this show are solely those of the host. The BS3 network does not necessarily endorse or agree with any of the views we express on this program. Furthermore, the BS3 network is not responsible for the accuracy or timeliness of any information discussed on this show. While we strive to provide informative and entertainment content, we cannot guarantee the accuracy of everything said on Papi J and Wize Jefe. With that said, we encourage our viewers to take everything discussed on the show with a grain of salt and to do their own research and fact checking when appropriate. Thank you for understanding, and now let's get into the show.
They say this is a big rich town, but I live in the poorest part. I know I'm on a dead-end street in a city without a heart.
And welcome back to another episode of Papi J and Wize Jefe. I am Wize.
I am Papi J.
And well, we're gonna jump right into it. We are gonna begin this opening, this show with another segment of the As the Spit Turn. All right, so
All right, I'm ready.
you like that element, though. Don't act like you didn't like that.
I do. It's just find it funny every time I see it.
So, I guess he was one of Will's friends. Was on the Tasha K show and mentioned of a situation he caught Will in. I guess he was on set for something and they had him looking for Will and he couldn't find Will. And he just happened to have the key to Dwayne Martin's dressing room. And what he said was he walked in and he found Will Smith bent over on a couch and Dwayne Martin killing him. Those are his words. Dwayne Martin was killing him.
Yeah, I heard that.
Why do you think now? I don't really care what his sexual preference is, whatever, however he wants to live his life. That's his choice. Why is it now? Do you think that these people want to come out now and start saying all this stuff? We already know what you feel. We know that everything is a skit to you. This is a skit. This guy's out here trying to clout chase. He's using the whole thing going on with Jada and Will, and now he wants to drop this little bomb on everyone.
Let's first address the word clout chase. This ain't clout chasing. This is just niggas ratting. That's all it is. Everybody, it's ratting season. It's trauma and ratting season. Because there's no need to, like, people like to pile on negative shit. Tell you the truth, they do it for clicks. So there's a lot of haters in the world that like to watch people talk about people doing wild shit. Now, it's not wild because it's okay to like men liking men. It's okay for women to like women. So I think it's more of the men. It's like girls. I gotta do it in a heterosexual thing. A girl see that you ain't paying them enough attention and they know they could start some shit, they're gonna tell a secret. If you cheating and you got a shorty on the side, she don't want to be a side chick no more. She want the world to know, then she's gonna tell. And it's the same thing in the gay community, the bisexual community, all these communities. People are tired of like, dude, you pound me, nigga. I pound you, nigga. Like, stop neglecting me. Give me some.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
I ain't pausing
Pause.
shit. I didn't do it, and they ain't pausing shit. They know what I'm talking about. So if Dwayne is tight,
Dwayne.
I'm just saying, if they outing each other. The dude outed Dwight Howard. They outing each other. Like, dude, you smash. Like, don't neglect me.
Okay, but it's one thing. It's one thing. All right, the dude that outed Dwight Howard was actually involved in the situation. He was actually getting pounded on. Like Dwight Howard hit it. Whatever happened. I'm saying so. He experienced it. Homeboy wasn't the one getting pounded.
He's a hater. He probably wanted to get pounded, and he's mad that none of them wanted his ass. You do. If I walk in a dressing room and catch two dudes in the mix of some wild shit that I would consider like, whoa, should have knocked or something. You ain't hear your dressing room door open? You ain't, like, I know. So like, dude, you just gonna act like this is okay? Like, all right, I'll share it. And then me sharing it, I'm hating. Why would I share it?
Why he want to share it now? Why does he want to come out with the story now?
Because Jada Pinkett started all this shit. Jada Pinkett opened the door for whoever could tell on Will. The Smiths are gonna tell. Anybody that tell on the Smiths getting some clicks, getting some interviews, getting everything. Secrets ain't secrets no more. Secrets ain't secrets no more. There's no honoring stuff that goes on behind closed door no more. Everybody must know. That's the world that it seems like it's turning into. Like, I gotta tell. And in telling, I gotta assume that you would tell in all cases. You can't say you're not a snitch or you're not somebody that I'll never tell on my mans and them, but then you tell. Telling is telling. There's no telling, but I'm not a snitch. There's no telling that I'm not a hater. There's no what are you telling for then? Find another way to get clicks. And then you go back to the people that like to hear this shit. It's like remember, YouTube is the new TV, so that means there's a lot of people that like soap operas and like drama and like all that shit. So this is a thing. Like, it sucks because I still haven't heard. I mean, besides the men coming out saying Will is that, I ain't hear no women. So was the whole marriage fake?
Well, what? This is the
whole women is telling on Will. So it's shocking.
What this is the one dude that's telling on Will. What other dude told on?
I said, but no women. This would be the season for all the women to say, "Yo, I smashed Will." Jada already sparked the yo. Tell on us. Tell us what you know about us. Let me tell you what I know about us, and then you could share. Like, this is insane. And
you
then
just follow on it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, when you down, they kick you hard when you down. That's what I'm realizing from this. It's like when you down and you trying to get back up, there's mad people that just kick you while you down. Like, I don't understand nothing of why a dude is saying that shit. I don't understand nothing of why half these dudes is just telling shit that nobody's even asking them to tell. Everybody wants to tell you on somebody
like you said, but it's for clicks. It's wanting to. This is what people want to see. This is what people want to be entertained with. Is people's dramas. People listen. Whoever he's screwing is whoever he's screwing. That's his business.
I don't know what the big thing out in people that was down low. Like, if you down low, if niggas is down
that's their
low,
business. That's their business, though.
Yeah, I just don't understand why everybody's outing everybody. Like, I understand it's for the clicks, but I don't understand because you got to come up majorly. Don't out this dude just for a couple of interviews. Like, make some money off of this shit. This is a billionaire almost. Like, make some money. If what you telling ain't gonna get you some checks, I still don't respect you telling. Like, you got to find another way to get this check, nigga. Why you got to tell on me? Why you got to tell my business? Like, I don't get it. I mean, in time, I guess if we ever got famous, somebody would probably come out and have something to say, because that's what they do. It just comes with the territory. So it's unfortunate that Dwayne Martin was minding his business, and now that's what I'm talking about. You just telling on niggas like his
What
whole world.
Dwayne Martin do to you, right? What did Dwayne
Yeah,
Martin do to you, right? He
like
ain't
you
smash you. That's what it was. He ain't smash homeboy. Homeboy
listen.
wanted to get smashed.
If you
And
not the one that was involved with Will, then you shouldn't be telling just what you
yeah,
think you heard
if,
or
if
not.
Dwayne wanted to be the one, yeah, come out and say, yeah, I'll smash him, Will, then that's Wayne's prerogative. That's, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
don't out. That's snitching. You out in both these dudes. You wasn't even a part of it.
Dwayne had no business of it. He was minding his own business. I'm saying he's already going through his traumas with his traumas with his wifey. Like I don't understand why cats want to be hating on each other and just putting other people's business out there.
I mean, it's the world we in, so I'm not shocked. I don't respect it. I think that it at some point it has to change to where if you're gonna produce content, it just got to be some like if you can't be interesting or you ain't talking no real life shit to relate so that other people can relate to your situation or what you've been through, then what are you doing this shit for? Like this clowny shit, this shit. That's what I mean by like this. It's like there's some clown shit. People be doing some clown shit. That nigga don't get no points for telling that shit, but he got an interview, and he might get another interview because people
Oh, he's
like.
gonna get quite a few more. He's gonna get people want to know the story. Like they want to hear it for themselves.
Listen, well, you got a long, you got
And can
more.
you can't do you think is a defamation of character?
He could definitely get sued for that. Like that's definitely a lawsuit if you just sitting here and there ain't no facts to back it. Like
You ain't got no
then
proof. You ain't got no video.
yeah.
None of that. It's your word versus their word.
And then Dwayne Martin sue his ass and all these interviews. It ain't worth it. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even worth it. You ain't gonna be famous forever because of this shit. Nobody gonna remember this shit next week.
No, they won't.
They'll remember Dwayne Martin part, but they ain't gonna remember the nigga who told. You don't get no points for that shit, you dumbass nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. That shit is just corny to me. But it is what it is. This the world we in. So, like I said, Jada started this shit. I'm blaming Jada. That's it. You started this shit, nigga. Cause y'all life was not nobody was stalking y'all life. And now you just open the door for us for everybody to be in your shit. And it's like just annoying. Like it's just annoying, man. I don't want to hear about the Smiths. It's mad. This is why I say this is the distraction. Always around election. Yeah, they just find mad ways that is all this bullshit comes out to distract people from what really is going on. So, I mean, thoughts and prayers to these niggas.
Oh man.
That's all I got for these niggas.
All right. Well, that ends this segment of the. All right. So we got to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
And we are back. All right, so we're going to discuss a situation where someone we actually spoke about last week, my son, the general, and his comments on certain individuals, because certain individuals have been going at it with this Louisiana rapper, D10, D1, whatever, D1, something like that. And D1's been calling these individuals out because their music is glorifying violence against blacks and selling drugs and all this other stuff. And he feels that these particular artists no longer live that life, so they should no longer be rapping about it. And the rappers we're talking about is Jim Jones, Rick Ross, and Meek Mills. And these are ones he's spoke on in particular, as well as my son spoke on it. What is your take on it?
My take is when you decide that you're going to start pointing people out, when you're going to start trying to dissect what's the cause for the children why these children are just losing their mind, why they think it's cool to kill people just for not even for no money, just for a rap, just for attention, just to say they did it. I find it, I'm not in disagreement with the dude. If it's the music, it's the music. But when you start, like I said with my son last time, you can't just pick names out the hat, dude. There's a lot of names in that hat. If you're going to address this and you really standing on your stance, then you might as well just say the whole rap game. You ain't got to put a name on it. Like, but when you put a name on it, like what rapper is really not really, man, if these rappers are all broke, that's rapping this drill shit and this hit 'em up shit and this drug dealer shit that ain't even in existence no more, not the way it used to be, then one, that goes to show even more why you're supposed to attack the corporations, the buildings that the people that's funding this type of music, that's only focusing on niggas signing deals with people that is talking hit 'em up shit, drug, all the shit that's a detriment to the urban communities. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, none of them three rap, they all rap still talking that shit, but so does Academic. That's what he was being accused of, right? Being a detriment to the people and that they should be canceled. That's what my son was saying. So that same energy is not being given from my son about these rappers because he has ties with them, association with them, friendships with them. And that's what was my beef with the academic thing. It's like we know he's partaking in in things that create this type of turmoil, but who ain't? And you can't pick and choose. I don't think none either. I don't think Jim Jones, Rick Ross, or Meek Mill should ever be rapping about drug dealing again. If they really saying that they're gonna be like, when you know that you could rap about how you get into this bag legally, when you could do so much other things, you ain't even gotta rap. You could just do a podcast, educate people, pass it on. But nobody wants to pass it on. They just want clicks. They want they got cults. I gotta feed my cult. If my cult believe the shit that I say, if my cult is hanging on to the shit that I'm portraying, and I like this, it's an addiction. It's like more power. Power is an addiction. When you know you have power over people, you become dangerous. So all these rappers are only doing what the industry is telling them to do. If the industry said, "Yo, no more drill music, no more hit 'em up music," then these rappers will have to deviate from that and adapt to the new rules. We keep arguing with the participants, but the participants are being incentivized to do these things, and we should be addressing it to the people who's spinning the music. Because you're gonna say Rick Ross and them is playing music, or they making music that's detrimental to the youth, but the radio stations play this music. The radio station plays the music that leads that incentivizes people to be ratchet, incentivize people to get into the drug shit, to be grimy, to not be able to walk away from a dispute without it being somebody being left dead. Like the industries is the ones perpetuating this shit, and they're incentivizing people that at the same time you should step away if you ain't gonna partake, if you don't want to be
Well,
held
think about
accountable.
it. Well, think about it. Think about it. If someone was to come out rapping and talking about killing Jews and killing cops and all this stuff, it would be an uproar, right?
It won't get out.
They
That's
wouldn't
the
release
sad
it.
part.
They wouldn't release that,
Won't
right?
get out.
But they do release drill music where they're talking about where black on black crime, where we're killing each other, where we're destroying our neighborhoods and our community. That music they will put out.
And this is so, as much as you want to blame the rappers or the participants, it ain't gonna change if the participants as well as the consumers take a stand towards real corporations. You want to make change, then you got to make change. Everybody has their local radio stations. Yo, don't play that shit, or we ain't fucking with you. Everybody has local TV stations and local shit. Don't promote that shit, or we ain't watching it. And you're gonna have to, and if there'll be people that watch it, but the numbers will drop drastically, where it ain't even worth continuing pushing out this type of content, because the people that do like it ain't enough to keep the lights on in the building. People think everybody got to stop. You just want to alter. If all the people that's crying they sick of this shit, stop supporting the actual corporations that's behind these artists, and stop fighting with each other. Like, what are we blaming Jim Jones for? What are we blaming Rick Ross for? He's getting paid to. This is the music they got out there, and he know how to spit this type of shit. He know how to talk this talk. So why is it right? I mean, on his behalf, he got to sleep at night with that. But on the people behalf, it's like, this is the person you hold in high regards. That at the end of the day, don't give a fuck about you as the people and your suffers and your trials and tribulations. They ain't coming to your son's funeral. They ain't going to none of these funerals out there. They ain't paying for the funerals or nothing. So they just taking your money and shitting in your face, spitting in your face, because it's not coming back home. That's the problem with the blacks and the browns and whatever other colors you want to name in the crayon box. Like, that's the problem. We ain't bringing none of that money. It's not coming back to us. It's going outwards, and we never going to see it again. It's going outwards, and they dispersing it to their villages and their cults and their whatever you want to call them. So it's like, yeah, niggas should have been. That's what Drake got mad at Joe Budden for when Joe Budden said, "Yo, you got to stop dating young people and put out that music for the older people." They don't give a fuck about the older people. They targeting our kids in every which way. And if you don't got a real village, then your kids will be easier influenced by these type of people. And you got to blame the music industry. You got to blame Hollywood. You got to stop supporting all these things. And people just scared to sacrifice, man. I just hate that they just like pick names out the hat. Like, I ain't a fan of that. Because if you ain't gonna say it to your man, then don't say it to this nigga. Like, that's why I said it was clickbait to me. Like, what my son was doing with academics was clickbait. And now you got somebody clickbaiting to get up to doing what I did, but saying what I said is now the new thing. Like, yo, my son, what side of the fence you stand on? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I was saying is like, what side of the fence you stand on? Make it clear to people. I'm not here to tell people who to support. I just know that I stopped supporting a lot of shit. You ain't gonna show me what really it is and me act like I don't see it. And that's what the insanity is, like doing the same thing, expecting a different result. You're supporting these motherfuckers, but then you're expecting them to stop rapping like that when it's incentivized that you rap like this so you won't be heard. So so we blaming our own when our own, I mean, who wouldn't? If anybody got a rap deal right now, they would do whatever it takes to stay in the rap business. If you want to be an actor, you're gonna do what they tell you to do. If that means partake in some little touchy stuff or the touch little boys, if you want to get in these rooms where this is what is everybody knows for years goes on in these establishments, Hollywood's been known for perverted type behaviors. And all type of stuff. We've been hearing it for days. Girls was going to Hollywood. That everybody know what they had to do to get a job. This ain't a secret. We just only react because people are finally admitting that they was either a victim.
Okay, but the thing is, again, none of these guys no longer live that lifestyle. So why not rap about you owning your wing stops and owning your businesses and trying to show people that, yeah, I live this luxurious life, but now I'm doing it because I'm investing in stocks and bonds or whatever.
Because nobody wants to hear that, man. People ain't trying to, a lot of people ain't, there's mad people that just say they want better. And in order to want better, they want somebody to do better, they want somebody to make it better for them. They don't want to do what it takes to make things better. What it takes is to stop listening to it. Boycott your radio station. Stand outside of your radio station and tell them, yo, stop playing this shit. We ain't leaving. Like, stop playing this shit. Like, we ain't doing none of that. We ain't attacking the machine. We just attacking the pieces that's a part of the machine. And they ain't even a real part of the machine. They being used as well. Is that we keep acting like all these rappers is just super smart and conscious. Some of them are selfish. Some of them are greedy. Some only want what's best for them and their unit. It's not for everybody. That's why I prefer the rappers that ain't fucking with us, but at least they ain't talking. You don't hear the billionaire rappers or the ones that's up there because it's a no to help us. Everything is just smoke and mirrors. They gotta appear to look like they give a fuck about us. We just keep assuming that every black person or Spanish person or somebody that gets into a position is like our savior. And who the fuck is no. It's a lot of delusional shit going on. So dude is gonna get the backlash, which is even worse when you start attacking the dude for speaking his mind. and threat bodily harm threats. But then that goes to show how conscious the rapper is, how much that the nigga don't give a fuck, how much he will utilize his cult, his hive to do you harm as a consumer, somebody that probably purchased their shit. You matter none. They just when you're in the building, you gotta do when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. When you're in the music business, you do as they tell you. Like nobody's independent because they can't say what they want. Because then you can make music about anything if you're talented. A lot of these people ain't even talented. Like if they don't talk street shit, they don't got no verses. This is just we assume that all these people are woke. We assume all these people are conscious. We assume that all these people give a fuck. Not we, because I know, but it's just sad. So I mean, it's the same shit, different day. If we start talking reckless about rappers and shit like that, then who knows? We get more subscribers. Now you got to be a piece of shit though. That's what I'm saying. People say they stand on something. They're not standing on it. Not if the dollar changes the way the way you look at
Your
things.
opinion. Yeah, especially if the dollar changes the way your opinion changes. Like,
yeah, like it's just a lot of people ain't standing on shit. It's just an appearance. That's why I said everything is a skit because we gotta create a skit where it appears that we fuck with you, or it appears that we still in the street busting our gun. Like when the last time you heard of any of these rappers in a fight or their car even getting shot at? Like when? I haven't heard nothing about Rick Ross. He just keeps showing you, and they go live, so they ain't nothing popping in the lives. Niggas is on their compound, and they just teasing people with what they got and telling you they're gonna open it up so that you can visit, and we'll charge you to visit my compound. Like it's just insane that like people make. As I said, you gotta people as the people, you gotta sit back and be like, damn, I made this nigga rich. Same way you could sit there and say, I tell a cop, I pay your salary. Like people are quick to tell police what they pay, and you're supposed to do this because I pay taxes and that pays your salary. Well, you paid for these niggas to get rich and not give a fuck about you. Everybody's going through a struggle. That don't mean everybody that you help through the struggle is going to turn around and pay it forward or return home and really, really do something that is impactful. Not open up a sneaker store, not open up a liquor store. Like, what does that do if I can't make no money to buy it? I got to steal it. I got to rob for it. I got to do what I got to do to get the sneaker out the store you put in the hood. Create jobs. Create jobs. Like real jobs.
Why or create schools that teach people how to become entrepreneurs, how to invest in business, how to invest in finances and build financial wealth.
That's what I says, and it goes back to the corporations, because why we don't got no factories out here? I mean, most people won't work there, but some people will work anywhere. Why we don't got factories so we could create designers? Why everybody got to be able to travel to China or France or somewhere in order to even pursue a designer dream or create a brand? Like when you look at all these dudes wearing clothes, they wearing some dun shit from China and they just labeled it up. Like nothing's real to me. So why are we supporting all these people? Why everybody killing it? Why everybody got to have a Coach bag and red bottoms? And them people ain't bringing the bread back to the community. But everybody talk about they trying to solve and fix. It's just a bunch of lies. Like all of these entertainers and everybody. I don't know who's real, who's not. I'm not here to point out who's real, who's not. I just know that entertainment is what I see. Even when they talking some real shit, it's a skit to me. Somebody told him, yo, you should go out there and say some positive shit so your fans can hear you. That's it. And when people start realizing that and really realizing that, then you'll hold on to your money. You won't be so quick to just pass it out. You can't tell me you give a fuck about the people and you supporting Dolce Gabbana, Coach, Amiri. Like, you supporting the people that don't support us. And then you want us to boycott while you sit there and still rock shit because you rich. So this is just a public announcement. That's all these rappers and entertainers do, is make public announcements. You can't believe these niggas. And that's the whole situation with that. Like, I ain't mad at Jim Jones. I don't get, your parents is bad if your kids is just running outside influence. If your whole village, the way you raising your child is wrong. If those are the people that they look up to outside of their uncles or their cousins that's doing real good shit, taking them to work with them, showing them the business. Like, if you ain't doing that, then of course your kid gonna deviate and look up to somebody else, because you ain't presenting no type of anything. And that goes for the women, that goes for the little boys, that goes for everybody. You stop, the radio can't do that to your kid unless you not there paying attention to your kid. What is he doing listening to Jim Jones 24 hours a day? Like, what are you like, what are you doing as a parent? And some of us is on the front line trying to figure shit out, but look at the shit we gotta look at what we going up against. We going up against just greed. It's not gonna end well for us. No matter what the greedy people tell you, how many times they tell you they're not greedy, or how many times, like, it's just disgusting that people fall for the same shit. That's why I say I can't feel bad. I don't feel bad for the people that's crying, because they just like to cry. They're not putting forth any action. So I mean, at the end of the day, this is a whole bunch of clicky shit. Yeah, them niggas should be rapping on a different wavelength right now. They should be sending out different waves compared to the waves they sent out to get to the position they in. T.I. just opened up a whole housing complex. At least he did something for people. Affordable housing, like projects, like whatever they call them. So, like, there's people doing shit. Lil Boosie is building for some housing in his property. Like, they're doing stuff. At least it's a little bit. It says more than and everybody hate on these people. Oh, he's a rat. Oh, this nigga is that. No, you can't hold them as if they giving back more than anybody else. So how you gonna even, like, I don't got time to care about their personal choices, whether it was bad or good. It doesn't affect me, their personal choices that they made. I listen to Boosie, but I don't listen to him like that. So my son don't listen to him like that. My kids won't listen to him like that. They'll listen to him when it's my vibe. When they get old enough they'll have a vibe, whether it be Afro beats or whatever. They'll have their own vibe. I'm not here to influence them to have my vibe. They ain't even built the same. These kids ain't built for the shit we went through during our days. So why try to bring them up with that mentality? You're supposed to get the best out of them. So drill, drug dealer shit, we know that shit is dead. We know it's not worth the reward. The risk ain't worth the reward no more. At one point it was. Now it's not. So why would you promote it? Period. When the risk ain't worth the reward. Like, you know that as the person creating the music.
Yeah.
So it's just mad hypocrites. It's just a lot of
I just feel, again, they no longer live that lifestyle. They should focus more on talking about what they're doing now, how they're living now, how they're investing in what they're doing. Because Rick Ross has been investing. He's invested in quite a few businesses. He's become quite the entrepreneur. So why not start opening schools to show people how to get that money, how to become entrepreneurs, how to become business, or not, or even just learning trades, learning how to do trades and stuff. Like, open a trade school.
That's what I'm saying. There's none of that. That's why I say there's enough rich people of color to make real change. It'll come with a sacrifice on their end too. But if we support the ones that's actually making real change, is it really a sacrifice? All right, cool. The conglomerates might shun you, but as long as you got the people, are you really? What's the What's the L? You need more than $1 billion. You need 3 billion. So you're in competition with the Joneses. You're not really. There's nothing for the people. You're not for the people. Your own people, the ones that went through the same struggles you went through. You know what it is firsthand. Unless you just was capping the whole time and you had both your parents and you was real good and you went outside because you wanted to go outside, and now you're gonna tell a story of your friend, of the real homeless nigga, of the real one that his mom was using drugs, of the real ones. You telling these stories. You're not even telling your actual experience. I don't know what's real no more. I don't know who really was what. Well, I don't care how many people you get to co-sign for you. With that much money, the whole world co-sign for you. So it's just like, all right, cool. Everybody was a killer. Everybody's a killer. That shit wasn't in the 90s. I don't know how many of these niggas was born then, but it wasn't a killer then. It wasn't a killer in the 2000s, the early ones. I mean, it wasn't a lot of niggas die every day, but goddamn, it wasn't just drilling niggas everywhere. Niggas wasn't just coming out their house and just clapping niggas. Like, it's just, some things is just unbelievable, and some things are just unfortunate because now everybody think this is the way to get to the bag, and that goes to the conglomerates. Why you got people thinking that this gets you to the bag? Rapping about killing.
All
They just paying people to tell on themselves, which is ironic. It's like motherfuckers.
We're gonna take a quick break, man.
Oh shit, yo, what the fuck?
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Hey, this is Sam Whitwer.
Hey, this is Will Wheaton.
I'm Armin Shimmerman.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin.
Hi, this is Darren McCarty.
Hi, this is Mark Pellegrino.
And welcome to the FSF Podcast, your home for the all-nerdy, no-dirty interviews with people in our sci-fi and pop culture world. You can find us on your favorite audio podcast providers and, of course, our YouTube channel.
And we are back. All right, so this next topic is something we've been talking about since this morning. Draymond Green has been suspended for 5 games. So me and you kind of differ on this because you saying he's out there defending his teammate, and I'm saying it was unnecessary chokehold. He didn't need to choke the man out. He just went and choked out Rudy Gobert.
He ain't just go choke him.
He went and choked him out, man. If we watched the video, Rudy Gobert was not trying to choke Klay Thompson. He looked like he was trying to break the fight up. And Draymond Green came out of nowhere and said, "I'm gonna just choke this light skinned boy out."
That's not what he did, man.
That's what he did.
I told you what he did, man. If I'm coming up the field, if I'm coming up the court and I see that my teammate is having an altercation I didn't come fly and jump in between that. I was
No,
one
he
on
came.
one.
He came flying and then just choked Rudy. He just came in and just
Rudy. The movements that Rudy did was wrong. I'm gonna say this for all people. If your man is if you on a side, and
no, we're not
man,
going. We're not
look,
going like this. This is not how it goes. This is not how it goes.
You on the court. All right, cool. You're a professional. You're on the court. You know violence ain't right. We all know violence is part of every game, any gladiator sport. Anytime there's bodies touching bodies, there's always a potential, that chance that somebody's going to get hit or there's going to be an altercation. Everybody's not always in a happy mood, even basketball players, football players, all of them. I see that you are trying, all right, cool, Rudy's over there. He see that they yanking each other's shirts like idiots. He wants to go grab somebody, grab your teammate.
But Clay was the one.
Want to break up? If you gonna,
Clay was the one closest to him.
This is a high, and everybody's on adrenaline is running.
Listen. Draymond came in and just started choking this dude out like instantly. Like he just grabbed him through the neck and was just like,
"Nah, I seen mad clips, yo. He had to reach up to grab this nigga by the neck.
Yeah, he choked him. He choked him out.
And he wouldn't have did that if Rudy Gobert didn't don't grab my teammate, grab yours.
Why you think? Because you think he's gonna hit him? Do you think personally? Do you think he's gonna hit him?
I mean, I seen the Malice in the Palace, right, or whatever they call it. I seen it.
This is Rudy Gobert we're talking about.
I don't care. Everybody, I can't assume. Listen, even though I'd say that a person may not come across as scary or somebody that look like he'll really get it popping, don't mean that I believe nobody won't get it popping. Like there's a level to where a person might he could have grabbed when he went for Clay, his tall ass. Yeah, if he was shorter, he might have just grabbed him by the waist, lift him up, spun him around. How the pictures, all the angles came, whether he finished the whole thing, his arm went under and over. That looked like you about to choke my man.
He wasn't looking like he was going to choke him out.
Man, listen, look at the footage.
I did. I looked at the footage.
I seen the one. I
saw multiple angles. I saw multiple, and I saw the angle of the fear in Rudy Gobert's face when Draymond had him in that chokehold.
No, surprise. I didn't see fear. I seen surprise. Like, oh, this.
I saw like, oh my God, I'm getting choked out.
This nigga really grabbed me like this.
Yeah, I'm getting choked out.
The only thing I say Draymond did wrong was he held on to his neck too long. If he would have just grabbed him, put him in his little chokehold, like let go of my man. As soon as Rudy Gobert let go of his man, now I gotta wonder if I let go, you're gonna swing at me. Like there's so many things that go in the mind of a person.
Because you know you fucked up by choking, by grabbing him like that.
No, because I might let you. I only grabbed you because you went to my teammate. Why he ain't grabbed his teammate?
Well, but you ain't have to grab me like that.
Why didn't he grab
me like that? And on TV where my wife and my kids see
the world is real.
Where the world see me getting choked out.
Dude, the world's real. The world unseen.
My man. All I'm telling you now is every time I see you, I'm punching you in your face.
Listen, at least he let go.
I'm punching you in the face every time I see you.
And then what?
You just getting punched in the face.
All right, and he choke his ass again. This time
he ain't gonna be by surprise because I'm gonna punch you in the face.
It shouldn't have been by surprise anyway. The art of war.
It was a surprise. It was
once you decide to put your hands on another man,
it's some bullshit.
It's nothing that you're supposed to expect it. He should have expected that. Once he thought about
expected somebody choking me out for breaking up a fight.
Dude, if I know that I'm playing
a fight,
if I know I'm playing the Golden State Warriors, there's a chance that if I touch Clay or Steph, Draymond coming in, and I know he ain't got no sense. Like, let's not be stupid. Like, we ain't saying Rudy Gobert ain't gonna just play this card like he didn't know no better. Why you grabbed him? Grab your teammate. I don't have no reason to choke you if you grab
he wasn't trying to choke Clay.
I don't want you grabbing my teammate if you got a different color jersey on. I don't have time to hope that you don't choke my man. I don't have time to hope that you don't punch my man. So don't grab my man. Because I don't have time to think how, oh, this is Rudy. He's a nice guy. He's not going to do nothing. I'm going to hit whoever touched my teammate. And I'm going to take the penalty that comes with it. And Draymond, you already know. You should have known Ron Artest. Niggas knew Ron Artest would go fly. Matt Barnes, fly. Like, you know who's the ones that. You got to be a little careful, man, because if this shit, the perception, if the picture looks wrong, I got to prepare for Matt Barnes to go upside my head. Or Stack. Steven Jackson. Like, I got to prepare for this. You know who's the people on these teams, yo. Timberwolves don't got nobody that I think will just do any of that. Maybe Ant-Man. But everybody else, that Timberwolves are just, they cool. I don't expect Cat. Cat didn't do nothing when Rudy Gobert was in the chokehold. Who was next to Draymond saying, "Yo, let go of my man, please"?
Cat.
If
Cat
Rudy Gobert,
so technically, all right. So if you was Cat, you punching Draymond in the face?
Man, I'm yanking. Yeah, I'm grabbing that nigga by his neck. Like, get off my man. You bugging. Why you had him too long?
So you would have made it worse.
Dude, it's not worse. We just all gonna get suspended. I don't know what worse is. I'm saving my man from a chokehold where his hand is up. What are you talking about? What kind of teammate?
Well, maybe Cat don't want to get suspended.
Dude, if I am Rudy Gobert, when I go into that locker room, I might punch one of them niggas. After I see the footage. Like, yo, Cat, really? He was dragging me like 10 feet. Like, you didn't know?
Dragged him for a minute.
You on him? Like, you ain't even nothing, Cat. Like, I thought you was my man.
Well, he might have hurt him had he try to like grab Draymond. Like, he might have.
What I mean by this is the problem, man. People talk a lot of shit, man, but they don't have your reaction time tells me the truth. You can tell me what you want in life. Your reaction time tells me the truth. And it told me that y'all don't like Rudy Gobert, or two, y'all niggas is scared of the smoke. Because I'm not letting you take my 7-footer and bring him down to size beneath you with a headlock and not go upside your head because you ain't letting go. I give you a couple of minutes. As soon as he got away from Clay, Draymond should have let go. If I'm anybody on Rudy Gobert team, after you get away from Clay and it's just your team, all black jerseys around this dude,
you lumping them up.
Somebody had. I gotta at least loosen him up for Rudy, and Rudy can do whatever he want after that. But I gotta get that chokehold off my boy. And that's it. Like, this is it sounds fucked up, but you would tell your child that.
So do you think he deserved the 5 games?
Hell yeah, he deserved it. He should have let go. If we wouldn't have held on so long, I would have been like, nah.
2 games, baby.
No, nah. You should. There's no way you allowed to touch my teammate, man, in that manner. That's it. In a hostile mind, everybody goes to
the fact that he held on for quite some time is the fact that's what did it.
Yeah, because I think Rudy was falling back into it, so it wasn't like his tongue was hanging out because he couldn't breathe and the nigga had him.
Well, man, he was still he was choking him out, son. You can see his face. You can see his face. He was enjoying that choke.
I was just fear. He's a bitch ass nigga.
No, I'm talking about Draymond's face.
No, Draymond looked like he was going to kill him. But we know he's not.
Draymond had to look like he was ready to choke him out.
I'm telling you why he ain't let go.
He wanted to put him to sleep.
No, he just wanted to make sure his team came around so that when he do let go, Rudy just can't up and come back. That's a tactic, man. That's what I said. You could tell that it was like he thought this through. Like, yo, damn, I fucked up. I already got him. But if I let him go, I'm not in the right position if he spin around on me, and I got to make sure I know who's behind me. You don't know nothing. So I got to hold on to him. Once all the black jerseys come around.
But it was black jersey. He was surrounded by Timberwolves.
No, not after he started dragging him. That was a lot of Golden State there too. He knew when to let go. Steve Kerr, all of them was in the mix. Now I let you go. There's people to grab you. If I let you go with nobody and I'm already stumbling back because I came running in to give you I had to jump to get you in the headlock.
See, so he did it. He got a little bit more aggressive than necessary.
No, I had to jump. I'm this short, and your neck is up there. It's better than me giving you a gut shot. A gut shot would have got him off of Clay, but a gut shot is now me assaulting you. The headlock is me calming you down. Like, hold up.
The headlock is you assaulting me too. You choking me out.
You shouldn't be touching my teammate. That's it, man. I get both sides. I'd be mad if I was Rudy because none of my teammates even thought I was worth a suspension. Like, you gotta at least think I'm worth a suspension, my man. I'll pay the fine. Get me up out of this chokehold. And nobody did that on his team. On the other hand, Clay ain't even get into the chokehold, and he ain't have to worry about it. His man got him up off there. Out of that, yo,
he wasn't choking him. What are you talking about?
Him,
he did
man.
not. He was choking
around
him.
I don't got time to figure out
He
where.
was
I don't
choking.
care.
He was
I'm
choking.
mad you reached.
How you choking him from the waist?
Dude, he was coming up under his torso.
How you choking him from the waist?
From the footage I seen, it looked like he was trying to put him in the full Nelson.
Whatever. Well,
I'm not letting you put my man in the full. You should have grabbed my man. You shouldn't have grabbed my man. I ain't giving Rudy a pass for that. That was a dumb thing to grab the opponent's teammate when you could grab your teammate and drag him from harm. We all seen the melees. You know it's best to grab your teammate and drag him away. And Clay ain't gonna swing. Clay didn't even get hype until after they dragged the dude off his shirt. Clay wasn't even strong enough to rip his shirt. Like, let's stop, man. Let's stop with the threats. Like, Clay is not a threat. Let them yank each other's jersey. Nobody had to go over there. Let the refs go over there. They tell you don't come off the bench. Don't come off of nowhere. Stand fast. Let these two childish people yank each other's bras. And that's it. Clay didn't start acting like he was going to get at the dude that had his jersey until everybody started pushing him away. While they pushing him away, Draymond is getting dragged away. I mean, their teammate is getting dragged in the headlock. Like all this was just could have been prevented if everybody just let the two boys yank each other's shirt because Clay started it. Clay did start. He yanked the shirt first. So now let them yank it out. There was no punches thrown. Nobody would have thrown punches. So Gobert, they had no need to go to that. You ain't the ref. You ain't the coach. You ain't the trainer. Like, you shouldn't even be walking towards that. It's gonna look bad. And it looked bad. And he got what he got for making a bad decision. Like, he should have went and grabbed his own teammate.
All right, so we're gonna leave it on that. We're gonna leave it on that.
Grab your own peoples. That's what I tell you in the world, man. Grab your own peoples when you're trying to preach. Don't grab the opponent and then be mad when your ass get a slug or get us hit upside the head. Like, do not grab the opposition.
So we've decided to go back to as y'all noticed, this is pre-recorded. We're going back to pre-recorded for the next few weeks to get things settled and everything. We haven't decided if we're gonna go back live, but next week I think we're gonna do our Thanksgiving special.
Yeah, we need subscriptions to go up, man. And then it makes it worth going live. It ain't really worth going live if only 5 or 6 people is gonna watch, and
it does. It is cool that 5 or 6 people do comment. So
no, I appreciate the 5 or 6 people because they do interact.
Yeah,
but I mean, the time and stuff, the hour that we do go live, you would just.
Plus we're old. And it's like past our bedtime.
It's not.
It's past my bedtime.
I be too high by 9 o'clock. My eyes get chinky. I don't sleep. I just be high.
All right, everybody have a great weekend. See you next week. We're probably gonna have a Thanksgiving special, more than likely. We're gonna actually be in the same building. So.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
So everybody have a blessed weekend. Peace out.
Peace.